let's make caramel apple coffee jam. What do you say? Doesn't it sound fun? This is our journey. Welcome to the Betancourt's homestead. I put the link to the recipe in my bio, so just click at my bio and click on links, and let's get going. First, we need 5 cups of peeled, chopped, diced apples. You don't have to do them perfectly, trust me. You don't have to do them perfectly. Brew 2 cups of very strong coffee and put it in the pot. Bring it to a boil and turn it down and let it simmer for 10 minutes till the apples get soft. That's all you want. Take some of Ball's classic pectin, 4 tablespoons, half a teaspoon of ground allspice. Love this stuff. Set that aside. Measure out 2 cups of brown sugar and set it aside. The apples are ready. Now we're going to use the immersion blender. It looks so sinister. Return it to the heat and then whisk in the allspice and pectin that you had set aside. So it comes up to a boil and then we put in the brown sugar. Now we're whisking the brown sugar till it dissolves and we bring it to a boil for 1 minute. That's where we're at right now. It all happens so fast. Take it off the heat after the 1 minute. Remove any skim or foam if there's any there. There's none. Now we're going to ladle into the jars with a 1/4 inch headspace. After you fill the jars, you put the lid on, you put the ring on, and then you stick them in the hot water bath canner. You're going to bring this up to a boil, process it for 10 minutes, let them sit for 5 with the stove turned off, and then take them out and let them cool completely. My batch actually made 5 pints. This one is slightly, it's got a 1/2 inch headspace and you're supposed to have a 1/4. So I just kept it aside because it's actually really good. My husband won't mind. We'll put a refrigerator cap on this, just so that we know. Remember that caramel apple jam we made? It's time to do a price comparison. How much did it cost to make each 1/2 pint? Let's get into the nitty-gritty while we wash some jars. We have our labels ready to put on. We're going to test and make sure each one's sealed, uncap them, and start washing. First, we take the rings off because we don't store them with the rings on. And just for information, we hand wash these because the dishwasher detergent pits them. We don't want that. That makes them rust faster. Check them and make sure they all sealed. Rinse up our washcloth. Here's where we're going to have 2 cost comparisons. I had to buy these apples because our apple tree this year didn't do very well. Last year, we had so many apples, we were literally begging people to take them. But this year, we had to buy some. Our apple tree has very few apples on them, and they're dropping them way too prematurely. But I hear that from everybody, so I'm not worried. So the apples were 99 cents a pound. I got 5 jars out of these. One of them was just slightly too low for me to actually safely can it. The headspace was too low. It was a 1/2 inch instead of a 1/4 inch. So I put that one in the fridge and we're just going to eat it now. But each one, the whole entire batch cost me $4.26. I got 5 cups out of that. So, and this is a cup. So each cup literally cost me 85 cents. So this jar of jam is 85 cents. Now, if I was to have my own apples, this would be 45 cents. The 45 cents amounts to the sugar, the allspice, and the pectin and the coffee that I put in it. Did you know that there's 16 cents of coffee in the whole batch? Yeah. You know, I know how much it costs for me to brew a pot of coffee. Trust me, you want to make your coffee. Yeah, you want to make your coffee. But anyways, I think that's pretty good. Make sure you wash your jars because why do we wash them? We're getting all the gunky stuff off of them because we're going to be long-term storing them. And that way we don't have to worry about any bugs, mold, mildew, anything attacking the jars. They sealed up pretty nicely. The biggest expense out of the whole thing, minus the apples, was the pectin. I had to pay for the pectin. And pectin has gotten pretty expensive. But still, for 85 cents, I think we made our money. Because you would pay, literally, for something like this, a couple dollars at least in the store. So, did we save money? Yeah. Would I do it again? My husband likes it. I like it. It's not my favorite, though. Peach jam is my favorite. Oh, peach jam is amazing. There you go, you guys. Now you know what I know. Don't forget to label.